guest show, brought to you through the courtesy of Zitra International, Universal Hardware, Moya Shepherd and Company Limited, Norte-Vision. Good night, and thank you for tuning in. I am your host, Zenaida Moya. Tonight, we will be discussing with the two young entrepreneurs. On my right, Salim Hoy, and on my left, Alan the Real McCoy. We'll be discussing about their profession and their businesses, the challenges they face, as well as the opportunities that they see for young people and young at heart who are ready to become entrepreneurs. Salim Hoy is a Taiwan ICDF, or International Cooperation and Development Fund scholarship recipient. He earned his bachelor's degree in business administration from National Cheng Chi University in Taiwan, where he later applied and received a scholarship to do his international master's degree in business administration at National Taipei University of Technology. Upon his return, Salim signed up for the competition Carpe Diem, which means seize the day, the rising entrepreneur, and he was successful in getting funding to start his business, Scubble. You'll hear and see more about his new business, Scubble. Alan McCoy. Alan is a mechanic and a solo musician. He was born and raised as well in Belize City on March 24, 1994. He graduated, so your birthday is coming right around the bend. I think when is it? March, yeah. March, that's next week, right? March 24th. He graduated from Gwen Lizaraga High School in 2011, and he has been working with his father as a mechanic. However, Alan has had his aspirations to become a musician, and he has been promoting his music for quite some time. And he has started doing his live musical performances since April 2016. Welcome to the show, gentlemen.
Thank you very much.
Now, both of these individuals, I must say, I've known them for years now. Alan from a baby. Salim for years, yes. My gosh, a long time. So both of them, I'm very proud of both of them. They're very decent young men, and I'm very proud to have both of them on the show.
Thank you very much. Thanks.
And they come from very good family, I might add. Alan, both of his parents are my schoolmates. So he's Alan McCoy Jr. I guess your father, Alan McCoy Sr., who was in my class at St. Ignatius, is watching, and my schoolmate, Beverly McCoy, Muhammad Ali, before she was married. She and I were at Palote High School together.
That's
so
right.
Yes, I know him. Yes, so both my schoolmates, Sundays, and of course, Salim's mother and father, both my very good friends, and of course, Azizi. So, you know, it's definitely a pleasure. Now, as is usual, we're going to have a call-in segment at 9 p.m. So if you wish to make a comment, ask any questions of our guests, you can do so. But I'll ask you to kindly turn down the volume on your television or your computer before you call in. And if you're calling from abroad or via Viber or whatever means, I'll ask you to kindly just simply talk into the phone. Talk as though you're talking regularly on the phone. No need to listen, because you may hear a feedback, especially if you haven't turned on your volume. So please turn on your volume. The number will be shown at the time, but for your sake, if you want to jot it down from now, it's going to be 302-2170. And you'll also be able to message us via the Zenaida Moya Facebook page or the Zenaida Moya YouTube channel if you're viewing us via those means. Now, Alan, let me start with you. What made you decide that you wanted to do music?
Well, prior to all of this, first thing I had to do, I had to take music classes from back in 2013 with Mr. Bradshaw, the man who teaches in Wesley College. He taught me how to play the saxophone, and I had to pick it up on my own. Then after that, he also taught me to play trumpet and other brass instruments. But before all of that, the first instrument I used to pick up at the age of 6 was pianos and keyboards. That was the first thing I used to pick up.
Yes, because I've seen you with the piano. Very good.
Thank you.
Very talented. Very talented individual. And Salim, I know both your parents are entrepreneurs, and of course, Alan, your father is a mechanic. He's an entrepreneur.
That's right.
Salim, what made you decide to venture into the business arena and become an entrepreneur?
Well, I had a promise to myself that when I come back from Taiwan, I'd love to own something, and something that could change or affect Belizean lives positively. And two things that I noted every summer that I was here in Belize was that one, we lack a variety of entertainment in Belize, and the healthy lifestyle is picking up a lot in Belize. Every summer I came, I saw more people, going on diets or trying to find out the best workout or something like that. So I wanted to bring something unique from abroad, something that would incorporate fun, but something of a healthy lifestyle at the same time, and start changing people's lives. And
I like that. I'm always into health, and I'm always hoping that there will be an avenue whereby, Belizeans, people in general, but in this case I'm going to relate it directly to Belizeans, that they can start doing something fun and at the same time do something whereby it'll help them to be fit.
Because most people, they want to work out, but they say, this repetition over again.
Yes.
So if you could incorporate something fun while the person not knowing he's working out, it's something that works effective.
And both your parents are entrepreneurs as well. Do you think that influenced in any way?
Yes, it did influence a lot. Owning, something to own of your own, to call that, you did it, you started it, the challenges you have to face. There's many challenges along the way, so it's not something successful that goes right along the way. So there's many disappointments that you have to face, but I like, an inspiring marketer says, if you're not passionate about it and you're not changing people's lives, then don't do it, because you'll fail.
Very good. So Rashida and Johoy,
Yes, that's correct.
those are your parents?
Yes, those are my parents.
Those are your parents, and the famous Juanitas?
Yes, the famous Juanitas store.
They've managed it, and you have been in that store as well,
Yes,
right?
yes, I've
Haven't
worked
you?
in it as well, managing, promoting.
So you know all about it, and right on Albert
Yes,
Street.
That's right, that's correct.
Okay. Now, Alan, your father has been a mechanic, and of course, my good friend Bev, well, she works in insurance business,
That's
right?
Well, no, she works at the Belize Credit Union League.
At the Belize Credit Union League. Did your father, I call Alan, but your father, Alan Senior, did him being an entrepreneur in any way influence you to want to venture into doing your own thing?
Well,
Or you just, even if he, I don't know, work with the government and so forth, you think you still may do your own thing?
well, it all depends. It all depends whether if I still work on my musical stuff or mechanic, because it does make a difference, That's one of my favorite things.
All right. We also know that you were born on Crewman Road, and then you, at the age of 2, you told me that you moved to 4 Miles Western Highway, which is both on the south side of Belize City.
Yeah,
And at age 4, you moved to Ladyville,
First at Elmar,
and 14 to Buttonwood Bay on the north side.
yes.
And it was at the age of 17 that you moved back to the south side at three and a half miles Western Highway. Now, do you think living on both the north and south side, do you think that helped you to have that in you to want to be an entrepreneur? Or you think, I mean, did living on either north or south side help you? Do you think there were additional benefits to living on any of the side?
Well, I would say it does. Living on the north side, I would say it's good, but sometimes living on the south side, it could be 50-50 chance either dangerous or not. Because if I ever live on the south side, I usually keep myself in my room, door closed and all those stuff.
Okay. And Salim, you pretty much grew up most of your life on the north side in Kings Park, and it wasn't, so while your parents moved around when was it, 2010 to Albert Street, which is technically the what they say, it's like the east side of the south side of Belize. You were in Taiwan, so you did not experience growing up on the south side until you moved back at the age of 20.
Yes, that's correct.
So, so most of your life you've been living on the north side.
Yes, that's correct.
What's the difference? I mean, is there any difference that you've now felt living on the south side versus the north side? And do you think it also has it been any positive living on the south side, or?
Well, when I was living in Kings Park, life was comfortable. There wasn't much creativity to think on the entrepreneurial side. But once I moved to Albert Street, you start seeing the challenges of the people and everything, and you start getting inspired. And that's the main reason why when I created my business, Scubble, the number one thing I wanted to incorporate was that the prices be affordable for everyone to be able to enjoy a kind of entertainment that also, helps you lose weight, build your muscles, your abs, but, everybody could join in a fun game. And so this all came together. It all inspired into one thing at the end of 7 years of study.
Very good. Okay. We have to go to our first ad break. But when we return, we're going to see Alan in action. He's going to be playing the song Just the Way You Are by Billy Joel. So you'll get a feel of what Alan does as a musician. Stay tuned. We'll be right back after these messages. Welcome back to the Zenaida Moya show. I promise you that this is going to be fun and entertaining. Of course, as usual, informative, educational, and empowering. But right now, as I told you, we have Mr. Alan McCoy Jr. He is a musician, as well as Mr. Salim Hoy. He will be showing us a bit about Scubble. However, let us go directly to Alan. Alan will be playing, what's the song? Just the Way You Are by Billy Joel. Take it away, Alan. What is in you? Supporting. Tell us some of the challenges that you have faced.
Well, some of the challenges was mainly the beginning, since we have it at our bar field, and because we have it behind the fence, most people would look at it and they say, "Are you selling those bubbles?" Or they'd say, "Oh, look, that's the game we saw on TV. Probably it's a private function. We shouldn't go in, or maybe we have to pay an entrance fee." But it's none of the above, and this is where the marketing plays in. And even like that, after being on like 3 shows, s- uh, marketing all over Facebook,
Yes.
there's still like, people are still hesitant to come in. And those
Hopefully they'll be able to show very shortly a little bit of the
Scubble
the
game.
footage of the Scubble game.
Yes.
So hopefully they can show that. But go ahead.
Yes. And well, this has been probably the only challenge I have had since, of course, I would have with the starting investment if I hadn't won this competition.
Yes.
But other than that, this has been the challenge. But
What
you
are we
know,
seeing there?
Well, this is where you see the kids and the people. They're playing the football game. We got 9 different games, so you'll see like different variations happening here, and it's fun.
Looks fun. But you said they're also exercising, didn't you say that?
Yes, this is a form of exercising. This is what you call the fun way of exercising. You burn a lot of calories within the first 5 minutes. You're gonna feel it,
Yes.
and every
A lot
time.
of us Venetians need to lose some, need to burn some calories indeed.
Yes, and you're playing on the field. You open with friends, family. If you want to take your boss and do bump the boss day, that works too. You're
Wow.
engaging your abs every time you fall, and you have to get back up on your feet. This is where the abs get engaged all the time. So it's a really fun
You
way.
said it there was an oxymoron about it.
Oh, yes.
What did you say?
It's the roughest, safest game you'll ever play. Rough because you could play as rough as you like.
Yes.
Because you're actually in a huge human shield.
Yes.
So you're protected at all costs. You see your head is inside the bubble. The bubble is hollow. You won't get claustrophobic. I've had like 2 claustrophobic people come to play, and they said,
Yes.
"Oh, we could actually do this." And
Yes.
they played the half an hour game, and they were fine with it.
Very nice.
Yes.
Very nice. Wow. So, was this Scubble the business like when you returned back from Taiwan, right?
Yes.
Was it this that you wanted to get into, or was it that, oh well, I don't know what to do,
Well, from the
is
summers I
it?
came, I noted the 2 things, like I told you, the entertainment and the exercise part, and it was something that I wanted to be the first to bring it. And once I've made up my mind after observing every summer of coming, I said, this is the game that I want to bring. This is what I want to start. And of course, the people take a while to digest it, but after you've given someone to try something and they see how nice it is, it becomes smooth after that. After that, I started getting parties, charities, all kind of things, family days that I've already done, which I've had on my Facebook page already.
So you've had no regrets starting this?
No regrets.
No
It's been
regrets.
fun just being on the field, seeing how people, have fun. They could play as rough as they want, feel safe. It's a good feeling.
Looking to a positive future
Yes.
of it. Now, Alan, I have to ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us about some of the challenges you face as a young musician entering a field of a lot of talented Belizean musicians.
Mm-hmm.
Have the red carpet been rolled out for you since you were young and all that?
Well, it was all, yes, it is. The red carpet I've been rolled
Your
out.
email is called Handsome Boy. When the man tell me email that, seriously email a Handsome Boy. It's not your email?
That's right.
Handsome Boy. So I guess the carpet got rolled right out for you. What advice would you give to other young persons or young at heart who are watching this show and would like to start his or her own business?
Well,
How old are you, Alan?
22 and I will be 23 this month.
Yeah, you'll be 23 this month. Yeah, so, I mean, you're very young. You started out very young, right? I recall my father used to tell me at the age of 19, he was already an entrepreneur. And so I love to be amongst entrepreneurs. I love it. That's what I'm doing. And it gives you a high to know that you are achieving something on your own.
That's
You work a lot harder. Because when the regular worker, they work 8 to 5, you're not 8 to 5.
You're all day.
You're all there.
Because
Because
thinking of how do I make it better.
exactly. So midnight you still the work. 1 o'clock you still the work. But the point is you enjoy it, right?
That's right.
You enjoy it. So tell us. I mean, tell us some advice.
Well, one of the most main advice is to all the youths out there who are in the streets, I will advise them to drop all guns, weapons, and all knives, and stop all the crime and violence, because you have been hearing complaints that mothers are crying on why their sons are being killed and all of this. So what I advise all youths, if they want to become musicians, the most important thing you have to drop all of these negative weapons and stuff, grab a musical instrument, and start to practice them every day, so you can become very, very talented.
And see, that's the thing. You can be a very talented musician. I mean, it would be something that you have to practice.
That's right.
You know, it's not something like, for example, maybe there's something else. Maybe you need a particular height or weight or all that, man. Practice. You have to want to do it, but you have to put in the hours.
That's right.
Now, Salim, you were fortunate to have been the recipient, right, of a scholarship and all that. What opportunities do you see out there for young entrepreneurs who may not have the backing of their parents or maybe their neighbors or whoever financier? What would you speak on that? What would you tell them?
Apart, it's not bad to be a dreamer, but you also have to know how much work comes with it. So you have to be sleeping, you're dreaming about it, and you just go through with it, no matter what family tell you or what your friends tell you. Because I'll tell you, if they're telling you something negative, it's because they know it's going to work, and especially friends that might hate that you came up with it first, or you're going to go through with it. So take it as a compliment. Use it as fire to move forward and make something. Innovate things for Belize. Belize is a place where you could create something for the first time, unlike other countries. And once you're there, you're going to enjoy it all the way.
Yeah, as I've been fortunate to be in different different arenas, if you want to call it that way, and doing
To
business.
innovate all the time.
You can't be shy, right?
You can't be shy. You're gonna fail if you're shy.
Yeah, you can't be
Yeah.
shy. You have to be
You have
very
to be
aggressive,
right.
assertive. You have to own yourself.
That's right.
You understand? But anyway, we have to go to our second ad break. And when we come back, we are going to see Salim. He's going to demonstrate to us. I mean, not that we're going to see Salim rolling in this Scubble bubble ball, but we're going to see one of these Scubble, you call it the Scubble bubble ball?
Yeah.
Close up, and he's going to do a minor demonstration or discuss.
Put it on.
Yes. So we're going to go to our ad break. Watch our ads. Make sure you support all these companies that are supporting the Zenaida Moya show to ensure that you get to see and discuss these different important economically empowering topics. Stay tuned. We'll be right back after these messages.